3, 2, 1. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta welcome everybody back to the 7th. Number 7.
Smokey 7.
Smokey 7. Dude, we've been doing this for 7
episodes.
Are you Q'd out?
7.
You know what Q's are?
Q's? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like hold on.
The fraternal thing.
Oh, no. What do you mean?
There's it's like a historical black college, like the step dancers they do, and they do.
I mean, I was a member of many black fraternities, but no, I didn't know that one.
I want to say it. I'm not gonna say it. Anyway, yeah, dog. This is number 7. We have been doing this for going on 2 months now, man.
7 big shows, that is.
Yes.
We got other. Man, what are we about? 10, 12 videos in?
Somewhere around there.
And we are killing it right now. We got to thank you guys for the response that we're getting. Well, we love the people who love us. We love the haters. Because anytime they are hating, they are talking and spreading the word. We're getting views. We're getting comments. We're getting likes. We're getting dislikes.
Everything,
yes.
Guys. Thank you so much. Right now, we're so close to reaching 500. When we get to 500, we're gonna find something else to do for you guys.
Another special, like we did the cipher.
We could do a cipher. Also, you know, we might have something to where we do a giveaway. You know, you guys comment in the section, and we'll pick one lucky person and send you a gift card or something.
We might go live on scene somewhere.
Yeah, I mean anything. Also, before we start, we have a sponsor. And I want to say shout out to the sponsor. These guys right here, East Atlanta Records. They sponsor me and this dude here. Go check them out, eastatlantarecords.com.
East Atlanta.
They take care of the Trash Talk podcast. They put us on there, and got to give them big mad shout out. Also, we got merch coming, bro.
Oh,
we got merch.
We big time.
We big time. So if you guys want a Trash Talk t-shirt, a Trash Talk hat, a Trash Talk mug, stickers, whatever you guys want, we'll get it to you.
Yes. And we can't say thank you enough. When we did this, we would have been happy to get 5 viewers.
Shit.
And now we're clearing 1,000.
I wasn't expecting that much.
Yeah. So and the growth has been so fast. You know, I mean, there's channels out there that's getting millions. We know that. We're not over our heads, but we are just so thankful for what we do have at this point in time.
And we know it takes time.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, y'all, let's get into some trash talk.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Your mama is so fat.
How fat is she?
Her belt size is the equator.
That bitch belt size is the equator.
Man, I heard your mom was so short. She broke her leg trying to get out of bed.
No, bro. I heard your mama was so black. Her and Oil were best friends.
Oh. Man, I can't go.
Oh, Lord.
I heard your mama was so short, she hand glides with Doritos.
God damn, that was mean, bro.
You know your mama's. I mean, I hope your mom ain't watching.
My mama is watching. Hey, mama.
Sorry. It's not about you. It's about a theoretical.
It's a joke, mama.
Yeah.
But guys, today we're gonna talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine. If you guys don't know who Tekashi 6ix9ine, you probably have been living under a rock somewhere.
Yeah, he's in the news.
He's in the news. Not only that, we're also gonna be talking about time travel.
Yeah. I love esoterics, man.
Do you?
Yes.
What makes you like esoteric so much?
I think it's just taboo
and off the beaten path.
Yeah, exactly. I guess it's the artist in me that's coming out. You know.
Hey, we're rappers, man. That's what we do. So listen, all right. Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah. What's this fool done did?
Okay. For you guys who don't know, Tekashi 6ix9ine is a rapper from New York. He is mixed.
The rainbow guy.
He has rainbow hair, rainbow teeth. 6ix9ine's tatted all over his body.
Yes.
I want to say he's Mexican and Puerto Rican descent,
something like that.
But not too long ago, I'm sure you guys know this, he got arrested and he's in jail for under the RICO charges. And what RICO charges are basically is racketeering. Now that he's been arrested, a few other charges have come up. Smokey actually informed me on.
He actually has distributing heroin and fentanyl.
Wow.
On top of I guess that's all rolled into racketeering, of course.
What is racketeering?
Racketeering is running a criminal organization. To profit off criminal activities would be racketeering.
So if I was a GD and I was out there and I was making millions of dollars by selling ice cream, is that racketeering because I'm affiliated?
No, because if you're doing it legally and paying taxes, it's not racketeering.
Okay, so once you stop paying taxes.
Yeah, you're doing it under the table. Yeah.
Right.
If you were selling all this ice cream that you stole, or it was illegal ice cream,
or drugs.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
That's racketeering.
Okay. Well, he's got the racketeering charges on top of the fentanyl, heroin, drug charges, and also there's a rapper, I'm sure you guys know him. His name's Chief Keef.
Yes.
They actually shot at Chief Keef, and they're trying to press charges on him
over the beef.
Yeah, over the beef. Now, what's crazy about this is, guys, there's a video on YouTube where you can go watch where Tekashi, before he was Tekashi 6ix9ine, he was just Tekashi 14, and he was
14.
He probably was, and he was at a Chief Keef concert. I mean, literally, you can see him in the front row at a Chief Keef concert. So it's just crazy how things go full circle. But he's being charged with shooting at
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef.
Yes.
As well as Shotty, which is the owner of Treyway
and his beef.
Yeah. But and not only that, man.
Treyway is the criminal organization.
Yeah.
Or the 9 Trey Bloods.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think. Do you know Shotty? Do you know who he is?
I mean, I don't know him personally. No, I know he's the owner of the record label.
Black guy with the beard. Yeah. For some reason, I feel like when people hear the word Treyway, they think that's his name. But his name is not Treyway. He's part of the Trey.
The 9 Trey Bloods.
Yes. Yeah. And excuse me, guys.
And that's where he got his name, Treyway.
Right. Here's a conspiracy. It just popped in my head, but I got to put it out there. 9 Trey Bloods. Okay.
Yes. Or the label got the name from the 9 Trey Bloods. Right. That's Treyway, right?
Right. Well, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Me too.
here's my conspiracy. It just popped in my head. This shit's gonna sound stupid as fuck. But 9 Tekashi. All right. 9 Trey. Trey means what?
3.
So 3 times 2 is what?
6.
So Tekashi.
6.
Trey.
9.
I don't know, dude. I just be putting shit up out of nowhere.
Yeah. So he's in a world of shit.
He is.
He's ratting.
He snitched, bro.
Yeah. He is facing 43 years, correct?
Dude, I don't know if it's 43. I've heard 9 years. I've heard 43. I've heard 48.
See, I heard that his maximum sentence could be 43 years. And that's why he's decided, I'm ready to talk.
All right, let me ask you this question, Smokey. Let's say me and you are running a criminal organization. Yes, you're going to get it, damn it. We're running a criminal organization, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Me, you, Fred, Steve, Frank, Paul, and Junior. We making millions, shooting at people, top 10 Billboard songs, platinum hits.
Yeah.
The feds come lock all of us up, right?
Yeah.
They come to you. Hey, Smoke.
What's up?
We'll give you a lesser sentence.
Yeah.
Tell us what you know.
Man, you know that fool Hollywood?
Snitching Andy!
Nah, I'm straight laced fool. I don't talk.
No, real shit. Real shit.
I don't talk like a deaf mute, man.
Okay. Here's my thing with snitching.
Listen. It is detrimental to your life.
Go ahead.
How okay, in Tekashi's situation, you face 43 years. Let's say it is 43 years. You're going to go to prison for 43 years.
Well, no. He won't get 43. He might do 10.
Time served. Well, but, I mean, his sentence could be up to 43.
Okay, potentially, yes.
Yes. Okay, so if you're looking at that versus snitching, you snitch, you get some time off.
Right.
but yet you're gonna live in fear for the rest of that time.
Okay, guys, I'm not condoning snitching by any means.
No, not at all, not at all. And I'm not saying that's what he should have done. I mean, I know he's already cut ties with Treyway.
Dude, go watch his last Breakfast Club interview. It's like he knew it. It's like he got a tip off that this is what happened. They basically, the feds came to Tekashi and said, look, there's somebody in your squad, in the Treyway group, that's planning on killing you or extorting you for every dime that you have. So what he did is he went, this is proof. This is a fact. Go to the Breakfast Club, his last Breakfast Club interview, and he literally said, I fired everybody.
Yeah.
3 days later, in jail.
Popped.
Like a pimple.
Mm-hmm. Now, what if you're in that? Let's just put yourself in that situation. You're gonna live in fear if you snitch. Like you can't be in general population in any prison at that point, right?
Right.
Because everybody knows he's a snitch.
Right. And everyone knows he's Tekashi 6ix9ine.
If he gets out in 10 years, he's gonna live in fear. Where's he gonna live? Like, even if it's not the 9 Treys that come after him,
somebody's gonna come.
Yeah, somebody is gonna want that recognition that I got the snitch. You know, you want to get into the conspiracy of it?
Well, before we get into the conspiracy, I want to give my side of the snitching. Okay. To me, there's 2 sides of snitching. If I'm outside and I see somebody pull a gun to an old lady's head, shoot her fucking head off, take her money, and just drive off, and the cops come over and they were like, look, we saw you see this. I'm sorry, man. That old lady did not deserve to die. I'm sorry.
No.
So I don't know the people who did it. Look, all I'm saying is they pulled up, this happened, they drove off.
Yeah, that's not snitching.
Some people would consider that snitching.
I guess, man. Is it snitching if you don't have ties with the people? And yeah,
some people look at snitching as any conversation
with the police. Right? Yeah.
But now in his case, that is the definition of snitch.
Yeah, I mean, you were actually taking part in the criminal activities, and yet you are turning evidence against the people you were doing it with.
Right.
That is straight up snitching. That's definition. That's encyclopedia. That's, I mean, Webster's
definition of snitch. You go to pick up your local Webster dictionary, go to the snitch, and who's gonna be on the front page?
Tekashi.
Bam. We ain't hating on him, cause actually I love Tekashi's music. That niggas iffy blicky got the stiffy got blicky show me whole 50 hey. That shit hard. But I'm just saying, when you come up with a certain, I don't care, dude. If okay, when you're in a quote unquote gang, when you're in a quote unquote fraternity, if you're in a quote unquote family, my morals, my principles, my beliefs, you are my family, you are my blood. Yes. I can, if the police come get me and you, all I gotta do is just give you a look and you know what the fuck to say.
Yeah.
So if we're those people, police get in front of you, and then you rat all of us out just to get, and it ain't like you getting out in a year or two. 43 years.
43. Oh my God. You know, and quick disclaimer here. We're not part of a criminal organization. We're not and not involved in racketeering at all. And we have no part in this whole controversy that's going on. This is strictly an opinion. We don't know any facts because we haven't seen anything.
Right.
This is just our opinion on the topic. Now, do you want to get into the conspiracy?
I wanted to say one more thing. Oh, okay. Let me say one more thing. Okay. Wait, no, fuck it. Let's get into the conspiracy. Go ahead.
Okay.
Wait, do you want to give yours first or you want me to give me mine first? I want yours. Let's hear it.
All right. This is what I've heard is the conspiracy.
What is? Which is?
Tekashi was planted from the beginning. They've been after the 9 Trey Bloods since 2013.
Wow.
Tekashi, when did he come about? What, 2016?
20 or late 15, early 16. Yeah, that's all right.
So the conspiracy theory, and I'm not saying this is true. This is just hearsay that there is a conspiracy theory. Keep that in mind. It's a theory. Nobody knows except for the people involved. But the conspiracy theory is that they were going after the 9 Trey Bloods, and they planted Tekashi there because they wanted to sign a rapper. You know, they wanted to kind of go legit, whatever, you know, their plans were.
Okay.
And what better way to take them down if you plant this guy who is this decently talented rapper, you know, and that's strictly opinion, you know.
Dude.
He's talented. I'll give him. He's talented.
Can I say it one more
whether
time?
it's your style or not.
Can I say it one more time, please?
Go ahead.
Niggas iffy, Blicky got the stiffy, got Blicky, Jummy hole 50,
Hey.
That shit hard. I'm sorry, continue.
All right, but where was I at now? Damn,
man. You got a bad memory, bro. You were talking about how they planted him and they wanted the.
I got a bad memory.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so they planted him
Right.
to infiltrate the organization
Okay.
as the rapper, you know, as the face man. He's going to draw so much attention to this organization because of being worldwide. You know, he's famous. He's freaking on top of the rap game. You know, he blew hard.
Right. Pause that. Pause that. He blew hard. Pause that.
I thought you were saying there was something wrong with the audio. He blew. He really blew.
Right.
Like, he made it to the top of the industry quick. Did he have some help?
Mm-hmm.
This is the conspiracy theory. Did he have help getting to the top of the charts from someone who is not affiliated with Treyway? Someone who is perhaps affiliated with the government or the police? That's the theory, you know, and people are contemplating this. They're throwing it around that he could have been a plant to take down the 9 Trey Bloods. Now, what conspiracy theory did you hear?
Jesus, that was a good one, dude. So what? Before we get on to mine, let me ask about yours. So you're saying?
Now, I'm not saying it. Keep that in mind.
This is a conspiracy.
What people are saying.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying that the FBI, the Alphabet Boys,
Yes.
have always had interest in
Taking down
the 9 Trey Bloods.
Yes.
So
because in the deposition, in the court case,
right,
they brought up that they needed information going back to 2013. That's when they started their investigation, apparently.
right.
I mean, he wasn't around back then.
No,
but
about 3 years later.
If they were looking into him in 2013.
And then we put someone in that particular gang that blew up 3 or 4 years later that we've been into
We spent 3 years gathering intel.
Interesting.
So with that theory comes the thought that Tekashi is not serving time at all.
When it comes to that particular conspiracy, dude, what are you high on? You look fucked up.
You
look fucked up. Are you high?
No. Dude, you know how many years it's been since I got high?
Anyway,
Anyway,
now my conspiracy with that is, first of all, what you just said. I mean, I would have never thought of that. That right.
Hold on, I just thought of something, man. I'm gonna let you get back to that.
Right.
I'm not. I condone smoking weed.
Right.
I haven't done it in years. I didn't want to sound like, you know, I'm just
fuck weed.
Proof. No, man. I think weed is good for people, and they should be smoking it.
I agree.
Just because I don't do it, you know, that's personal preference because of the way it made me feel the last time I did it.
Which is how?
I was just spaced out. I was trying to record some music. And
it would not happen.
Exactly.
All right, let's get back.
That's why I don't do it. It's nothing else.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. So my conspiracy with Tekashi, that blew me away because I didn't think of it like that. But my particular conspiracy when it comes to this guy is, okay, they were after, this is my conspiracy, they were after the 9 Trey Bloods for a long time. I want to, if you ask me, I say early 2010s. Okay, they just can't get him though. Maybe we can get him on some weed. Maybe we can get him on some coke. You know, there's a little bit of money laundering going on somewhere. Here comes this guy. He's not a plant. He's actually from the hood. He's actually raised up in New York. So he's actually becomes a part of this gang. So he blows the fuck up. So now the FBI is looking at it like, damn, okay, shit, we could have got him on weed. We could have got him on coke. We could have got him on money laundering. But damn, here comes this rainbow haired kid screaming, niggas iffy ya, blicky got the stiffy ya, got blicky ya, draw me whole 50 screaming stuff like that. And now it's basically an easier thing. So they're saying, okay, hold on, let's let this kid blow. Let's let him grow. Let's let him shine. Let's let him show us everything that we have been looking for. So once it gets to that point and they finally, 6ix9ine is a pawn in the 9 Trey blood. He's a pawn. You have the way an organized gang works. You have a pawn. It's basically a pyramid. You have levels. The mob boss is at the top. The street guys are at the bottom. In this case, he might be right here at the bottom or a little bit above that. So what they do, but he's the most famous. He's the one in front of everyone's face. Yeah, of course. That just so happens to be a part of the 9 Trey Bloods. So what they do, okay, we're going to come to you. There's somebody in your squad that's going to kill you. We're going to lock you up. They take him to jail. He goes to jail. So now 9 Trey Blood is so synonymous with 6ix9ine. When you hear 6ix9ine, you think of this particular gang. Yeah. So now this person that's synonymous with this gang is locked up. So what they do, yes, he gets in and he snitches. He tells them everything you want. Not only that, but they bribe him. You can serve 3 maybe 6 months in jail. We're gonna give you some money, but tell us everything. He does it. Now, my conspiracy is that 6ix9ine is not even in jail. He's not even in jail, dude. He went in maybe for a week. They processed him, took maybe some pictures in some jail uniforms, and he literally fed them information as much as he possibly wanted, or as much as they possibly wanted. And they let him free. But the only catch to them letting him free is you have to cut your hair. You have to dye your hair. You have to get your tattoos removed. We'll pay for all that. We'll do all that because we know that your life is in danger. We understand that. But that's my conspiracy, is that they were chasing a gang that's, flooded the New York streets with everything from money to drugs. So now a superstar comes in and popularizes that gang, and we take him. He gives us some information. Let him go. Change your whole persona. You mark my words. You'll never hear another hit song from 6ix9ine ever again. Mark my words.
No, not at all. I don't think you'll ever hear any song
from 6ix9ine.
Yeah,
right.
No.
They're saying 43 years, and the reason they're saying that is because the whole conspiracy is we have to tell y'all he's here with us. He's locked up with us for 43 years, so y'all aren't out looking for him. Of course,
yeah, because we need him as a witness.
100%. That's my conspiracy.
It's fascinating.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna ask you if you think he was really.
What?
Do you believe the conspiracy? I'll go ahead and ask you.
I do, actually. I think he was locked up for about a few months, and then they let him go.
They let him go.
Yeah. But
what do you think he would do? Let's say this is all true. Is he gonna have tattoo removal?
He has to.
He's gonna be in some alternate other country.
Maybe, dude.
You can't just turn him back on the streets of Brooklyn.
No. They give him a pension. Hours. They give him a government pension to where him and his family can live.
He lives in Montana somewhere.
Maybe not even Montana. Maybe his hometown. Yeah. Maybe, or not New York. Yeah. Like Puerto Rico or Mexico.
Puerto Rico, yeah. That's accessible. If these guys are really powerful enough, that is accessible. Puerto Rico.
Absolutely.
You would think maybe the hills of New Zealand or something.
Dude, New Zealand's beautiful.
Oh God, that's my destination. That's where I want to finish my life.
I want to go.
I want to go live the rest of my life in New Zealand. Oh, we're getting off topic, man.
All right.
I bet Tekashi wishes he could travel back in time right now and do some shit differently.
Speaking of time travel, let's talk about time travel.
Segway.
Major segue. All right, dude. First of all, do you think time travel is possible?
I lean towards yes.
Okay.
And if not right now, that in the future it will be possible, because even as bad as it is to say, Hitler was experimenting with time travel. All those scientists back in the early 1900s
Tesla
were yes, Einstein. The teleportation.
A lot of people say Hitler perfected it.
Yeah, a lot of people do believe that, and a lot of people believe Hitler's still alive on the moon too.
I heard Argentina.
Argentina, yeah, I've heard that one too.
But so you don't believe? I mean, you do believe it's possible?
Yes, I do believe it's possible, because according to Einstein, the only thing it takes to travel back in time is to travel faster than the speed of light, and time reverses itself.
Say that again?
Time itself runs exactly at the speed of light.
Wait a minute. Hold on now. You're going to have to break this down to me, because light travels faster than anything, right?
Yes. It's the fastest known speed in the universe.
And you're saying time travels at the same exact time?
Yes.
So 24 hours in the day.
Yes. So if you were to actually travel faster than the speed of light, time would start to reverse. If you travel exactly at the speed of light, time would stand still.
Oh, and if you travel slower than the speed of light,
time's going forward.
Oh, interesting.
And there's also gravitational waves too that alter time.
Yeah, and curves of space-time continuums.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty complicated when you get into it, man.
Yeah, it's a bunch of quantum physics and dark matter and all that good stuff. But let me ask you this. If time travel was positive. If time travel was possible.
Yes.
Why hasn't anyone come back from the future?
Have they not?
Have they?
You know the story of John Titor?
Explain.
So apparently this guy named John Titor popped up on a message board in the early, maybe late 90s. No, you know what? AM Coast to Coast. You know what that is? Coast to Coast AM. Yes,
George
yes.
Knapp, yeah.
So apparently this guy called in the late 90s, I think it was. I'm probably off on the dates a little bit, because it's been a while since I heard the entire story.
I heard, but go ahead. I think I've heard this.
Okay, so he calls in and says that he actually traveled back from 2040 or wherever he was at.
Right.
He traveled back to the 70s to get a piece of this computer that he needed. It was an early computer in the 70s.
Right.
And there was some piece that was not manufactured in his time that he had to come back and get for whatever reason it was. And forgive me for not knowing all the details and all the exacts, but it's been a long time since I've heard this. But so he calls in and tells that story in the 90s. What it was when he was going back in time, his time travel device actually messed up on him, and he was stuck in the 90s for a period of time until he could fix it. So he gives this elaborate story, saying pretty much what I said, with a lot more details. And he calls in a few times
to the show.
Yes.
Okay.
And eventually, years later, in the early 2000s, he starts popping up on message boards, saying that he was explaining why he was there, the parts that he needed, and he actually gave out this design for the time travel machine.
Right.
And apparently it was parts that were not accessible at that time because no one was able to replicate the time travel machine.
So what is your level of validity to that story? Do you think?
Oh, it could be complete bullshit.
It sounds like complete bullshit. I mean,
you want to know one that's a little more believable?
Sure. Go ahead. I got a few.
So in 1955,
Charlie Chaplin.
No, not the cell phone. Yeah. No, in 1955, which would have been after the Charlie Chaplin days, because he was in the silent movie era.
That was like 20s or something, right?
Yeah, in New York City, I want to say Broadway, but I might be wrong. The cabs are whizzing through. The big 55 Chevys that they were using for cabs back then are whizzing down the street.
Right.
Everybody's in a hurry, as they did in the 50s, and still, this guy pops up out of nowhere, just materializes in front of a car and gets run over. Now, he was dressed in 1855 clothing.
Okay.
And in his pocket, they found a receipt for where he had checked his horse in at a saloon.
Really?
And they found money from the mid-1800s.
They found actual currency?
Yes.
Jeez.
Now, this is a crazy story, right?
Wait, is this true, though?
Or, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there.
Where did you hear this at?
Oh, these are just tales from deep inside the internet. Man.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, you got one that you saw?
No, you're right. Exactly. Right. But, okay, now, a few that I find very believable is, I can name 3. One, you can call it believable or not, but there was one particular video segment in a Charlie Chaplin movie, and in this it might have been a 10-second clip, but in that video you can see a lady walking by, and it looks like she's talking on
big
something.
Chunky lady,
babushka lady type chick, talking talking on what looks like a cell phone.
Yes,
this is the late 1920s, early 1930s.
Yes.
A lot of people think she was a time traveler.
Yeah, because why would she have a cell phone?
Right.
See, you know what the problem I have with that is, who would she have been talking to? Was she talking to the future?
Well, see,
nobody else.
You don't know. Maybe that's part of time travel. Maybe you have to have a constant communication with somebody. And also another one is there's video I can't remember who he was fighting, but there's footage of a Mike Tyson fight. And
the guy had an iPhone.
He had an iPhone filming the Mike Tyson fight. Like, and the iPhones weren't even. I don't even think Apple was out. Maybe.
Now the explanation for these two different situations. But yeah, there was Apple at that time, but no one knew what. No
one had an iPhone.
No one had any device that was that small.
Right.
Now the explanations for both of these is, they think the big lady in the video had this radio, a handheld radio in her hand, which people can't agree on whether there were handheld radios that small during that time period.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing with the Mike Tyson, they're saying there was a model Polaroid camera
that looks similar to that.
Yes,
phone,
exactly.
Okay, and my third one is there's another video that you guys can watch where it's in Russia and a car is just driving, and then it makes a left turn. And as it makes a left turn, there's no visible cars on the right side of this street. As this car makes a left turn, it immediately stomps on its brakes, and out of nowhere, a car just comes out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that could be teleportation.
Teleportation.
Too.
It could be anything. All I'm saying is if time travel was
possible,
if it was possible, why haven't any future residents come back to the past? And hold on, maybe they have, but part of their rules or part of their laws that when they come back, that we can't actually see them.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Or that they, here's what bothers me about time travel is, even if it is possible eventually, is the butterfly effect.
Anything you do in the past can alter the future.
Because the only reason we exist right here in the now is because of everything that happened in the past that led up to this one point. Now, it could be a tree fell over at a different time, hundreds of years in the past, and we don't exist. Anything that's out of place way back in the timeline,
right,
could lead up, the butterfly effect. It could lead up to changing everything that is this reality right here.
That's in our current current present.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy because that's a lot of, you watch cartoons, you watch movies, you watch things like that, and they say you don't want to time travel because you might meet your grandmother.
Yeah, you might kill your grandfather.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which in turn makes you
not exist.
Right.
That's the paradox of the whole thing.
Right.
Like, if you make it to where you don't exist, then you couldn't go back in time to make it where you don't exist. That'll blow your mind right there.
Yeah, dude. I want to share something personal with you guys real quick. We ate 2 big Subway sandwiches before we started, and I swear, dude, eating before a podcast just gives you
energy.
I don't know if it's energy or if it just gives you that go.
Yeah, because we've been doing these podcasts just on empty stomachs, and
today's the first day we actually ate.
Yeah. Dude, we should do that every time because I feel like we've cracked out a banger of a podcast today.
I agree, man.
We've been on point.
Damn, I said, okay, the time travel. I said the Charlie Chaplin.
Mm-hmm.
I said the Mike Tyson. And I did the car that's in Russia.
Yeah.
You did
John Titor.
I'm going to have to...
And the guy that somehow transported from 1855 to 1955.
Right. I mean,
in the middle of a street in New York.
Who's to say that he just wasn't dressed up in 1855 clothing with a receipt that he made off of Photoshop?
It could possibly be. But it's awesome to think that what if that really happened?
That's what trash talking is, sir.
Exactly. And your mama
is... Tell me about my mama.
Your mama glasses are so thick. How thick? She looks at the sun, her eyebrows catch on fire.
God damn. God. Oh, extra flammable eyebrow, bitch.
Your mama is so short. She tried to commit suicide by jumping off the bottom step.
Okay, that was lame.
Nah, that was good. That was a damn good Joan right there, man.
What you know about Jonah?
You don't know shit about Joan.
Hey, man, we from the South. We're from Atlanta. If you're from Atlanta, people up north, they call it ribbon or...
Yeah.
What else have you heard?
Snapping.
Snapping. Down here, we call it Joning. You guys, man, Joning on you, bro. Anyway, before we end this podcast, I just wanted... talking about time travel made me think about this. You know who Bob Lazar is?
I know the name. Refresh me.
Bob Lazar claims to have worked at Area 51.
Yes, that's right.
Reversed engineered
alien technology.
Exactly. Now, the reason it made me think of time travel is because he worked at Area 51 at a particular part of Area 51 called S4, which I'm assuming stands for Site 4. They had S3, S2, S1.
Yeah.
So Site 4 is where he worked at. Now, dude, there's an awesome documentary out right now that tells his life. It's fucking amazing. Go check it out. But when he was reverse engineering these things, he said the only thing that powered these UFOs is an element. This was in the early 80s. Is an element called element 115. I want to say it's... Damn, the name has escaped. God, I wish I had Alexa up here with me. You want to Google that for me real quick? What is element 115? But the crazy thing about this is that in the 1980s, he was saying the only thing that makes these... go ahead. He's talking to Google.
What is element 115?
According to Wikipedia, moscovium is a synthetic chemical element with symbol Mg and atomic number 115.
Moscovium.
I don't think that's the name of it.
A synthetic chemical. Yeah, that's what it says.
Just let me see. Just type element 115. I don't think on the periodic table no, that's not it.
Are you sure?
All right, let me try. Hold on, guys. What is element 115 on the periodic table?
The symbol of moscovium is Mc.
It's moscovium.
Moscovium, okay. All right, so apparently, if you do your research, do your Googles, guys, go to the periodic table Google a periodic table in 1980. Element 115, moscovium is whatever they call it, was not there. once they figured out how to reverse engineer UFOs and they figured out how to use anti-gravity and they figured out how to time travel, then they put out element 115 on the periodic table, which today Bob Lazar was the first man to ever say Moscovium is what makes these beings from another planet be able to warp space and time, and that's called Moscovium. Now, today on the periodic table, that element is on there. That just seems a little, you get what I'm saying? Like 20, 30, 40 years ago, an element was not on the periodic table. He said this is what's making it happen. 10, 15 years after that, now it's an element. And
so it's an element that you think didn't exist on Earth until that time?
Well, see, I don't know that much about it, but apparently, man, I'll have to do some more research in it. But I think I just Google it. I just don't. That's what brought me up into the whole time travel thing, is because he said that's what made them warp space and time was element 115. And at the time when he said element 115, it wasn't on the periodic table, but today it is on the periodic table.
Well, I mean, we can say that likely there is no alien travel to Earth from faraway distances without warping space and time, unless these alien life forms can live for thousands of years.
Well,
if they live anything similar to a human lifespan,
right,
they're not making it to Earth within their lifespans without altering time space.
Damn, do you have a pen on you?
No.
I want to show these guys how the demonstration he did. Okay, all right.
Ill prepared here.
I'm gonna try to give you guys an example. All right, let's say this is a sheet of paper and this is just what they're flying on, right? Okay, now let's say they're flying in a straight line. Let's take straight line. So let's draw a line here, and a line here. So now let's curve that and imagine this could curve.
You can go straight through the
exactly.
paper. It's like a wormhole.
Basically. And so instead of you going that, you're going.
Yes.
And that's why a lot of people say when they see UFOs, it looks like they're flickering because they're going
in and out of space time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, logically thinking, that's the only way it would be possible,
right,
to travel to other worlds.
Right.
Because there is no world that we found close enough to us that has life forms that would be capable.
Well, you know my philosophy. You can't leave Earth.
Yes, I know.
You can't leave Earth, dude.
Yeah, whatever.
Man, dude, we're gonna have a flat Earth part 2. Can I just say it one more time, please?
What?
Niggas iffy, Blicky got the stiffy, Glock 50, Jummy hole 50, that shit hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all.
If you wanna fight, then bitch, we don't time travel.
If you wanna fight, well, bitch, we don't insecticide.
Bitch, we don't Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Hey.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all.
Yep.
Hey, thank you guys for checking into the Trash Talk episode number 7. Guys, we're almost at 500. Once we get 500, we're gonna reach 1,000.
We're gonna do something very, very special for you.
Me and this guy right here, we're so thankful.
Yes.
So thankful. So, with that being said,
I love you.
I love you more.
First, I got it.
He said it first. Anyway,
boom, bitch.
Guys, we are over and out.